Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin if you're new today, and welcome to our home. In today's video, I'm going to give you all the inspiration to take down your Easter decor, all those sweet little bunnies, and we are just going to leave our home pretty neutral so that we can get ready to do some summer decorating. If you're new today, hit that thumbs up button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into this video.
All right, we're mainly going to concentrate on taking down our bunnies that are in the dining room and the kitchen. I think toward the end of this video, I might go into the den and take some of those rabbits down also. I don't decorate a lot for Easter, but I do like to do a lot of bunnies throughout the house when it comes to decorating for spring. I think bunnies are the best thing to decorate when spring gets a little closer. And then after Easter, I like to kind of transition over to summer. So I'm just going to show you guys some before pictures of what my sweet little kitchen looks like before we start taking down all the bunnies. We have a really nice shed outside. If I get a chance, I'll insert a picture here. But Derek got this built a couple of years back, and it's where I hold or where I store all of my seasonal decor. So if you're ever wondering, where does Robin put all of that extra decor? I have a decor closet in my extra bedroom, which is pretty much like my office, and then the grandkids' playroom. I use the closet that's in there for my decor closet. Maybe if I get a chance, I can show you a picture here also. I did have someone mention, Robin, could you show your decor closet? And I promised her that I would insert a clip of that in my next Sunday reset. And then we've got that wonderful shed outside, and I just pretty much do my tubs out there, per seasons. And I also try to do a home decor sale once a month. I haven't had one, I don't believe, in a while, but I have a Facebook page, and I try to sell some home decor to all my friends that live locally. So I try not to have too much when it comes to extra decor that I don't use. So I love having some home decor sales on Facebook, getting rid of some of my old stuff so that I can bring in some new stuff. So a prime example of me getting rid of old stuff that I don't use any longer is, if you've noticed, the tablecloth that I used for this table was a little bit too short. I love the look of it. It was so pretty and the perfect green for my kitchen. However, it was a little too short. I just used it at Easter time. So I will wash that tablecloth and more likely put that in my next decor sale, since I really wasn't happy that it didn't go over the edge of my table. It was a little too short. So that's just a prime example of something that I would add into my Facebook home decor sale to get rid of, so that I can hopefully find one that actually fits a little bit better for next Easter. And for any of my friends that are watching today that live locally to me, and you're not a member of that Facebook group where I sell my home decor about once a month, go ahead, leave me a comment in the comment section or message me over on Facebook, and I'll definitely send you an invite to join that group. We have a really great group going on right now, but I'm always looking for new people so that I can share my home decor with when I go to sell it, and I try to sell it pretty reasonable to give you a chance to add some new decor pieces into your home. Okay, so now that I have my table cleaned off, my table runner back on, and my arrangement, let's work on just taking down the bunnies that I have here in the kitchen and dining room area. I'm going to redecorate just a little. I like to leave it a little bit neutral before I do start decorating for summer, so it'll just be, again, very neutral. I won't be adding any new decor except over in my coffee bar area. I will be adding some new decor over in that area. I'm actually doing the voiceover on today's video the day after Mother's Day, so I pray each of you had a wonderful day yesterday. I know I certainly did. I am very blessed that all of my children live really close to me, therefore I get to see my grandchildren real often, my kids often, and that my kids actually still want to come by and see us. So I'm very blessed for that. Our grandkids call me Honey, and they call my husband Pop. So we are just extra blessed around the Lowe house. And it was an extra, extra special Mother's Day for our family and for our son Jay and his wife Vanessa and their little girl Lainey. Jay and Vanessa brought in their second little girl to this world. They named her Amelia Ray, and she is just perfect. I just covet all of your prayers and say thank you for each of my friends out there that believe in the power of prayer. And you either said a prayer or sent up lots of prayers for Vanessa and Amelia. Vanessa could not have asked for a better birth when it came to Amelia. God definitely had his hand on Vanessa and the baby during that time, and with Jay. And so Amelia Ray was born. I'll ask for permission from Vanessa to insert a picture here. And she is just perfect. What a blessing she's going to be. And Lainey is excited to be a big sister. We're a little worried about her. She's not quite 3. But Jay, our son Jay, is truly now a girl's dad because he has 2 little girls. And we're just super proud of Vanessa. She is the best mom. So she definitely had the very best Mother's Day in the whole wide world. All right, so here's an after shot of my hutch. It's still pretty full. I love displaying all my favorite things here on the hutch. I will probably remove some more items when I do my first summer decorate with me. Just to make more room, I'm going to do strawberries this year for summer. I'm not going to add a whole bunch, but I am going to just add in some strawberries throughout the kitchen. So now let's work on these open shelves. And again, I'm just going to remove the bunnies, and then we'll go back and add some summer touches in about a week. So if you're new today, be sure to subscribe before you leave. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. When you hit the thumbs up button in a video, it just helps that video out so much. If you're new, go ahead and introduce yourself to us in the comment section while you're here. Let us know your name, maybe where you're from, and hit that bell notification button. That way YouTube can notify you when I start uploading my summer decorating videos. Should you be new today, let me say that my favorite way to decorate my home is using thrifted items and new modern items. I love that combination so much. And this little area right here is a prime example. These little plates that I'm going to add are little thrifted floral plates that I found at a thrift store. That little coffee mug hanging there with a floral print was one of my grandmother's coffee cups. And the new items here are that little picture from Target and that little lamp I got off the TikTok shop. And then that tray came from Hobby Lobby. No, it came from Target. So I just love the combination of new and old things. And did you catch that I did not move that green bunny? I love that little bunny with a little floral bow on it. I got it at a thrift store, and I'm just not ready to put her away yet. So we're going to leave her a little bit longer. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's move over to the left of the stove, and we're just going to kind of clear out this little area of all of our bunnies, and we're not going to add any more decor in this area in today's video. I do have a couple of Easter tubs. This one is mainly my kitchen Easter tub. And then I think I've got 3 more out in the shed. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up everything that came out of the kitchen, put it in the tub, and get it out back in the shed. And then whatever I take out of the living room, I'll just probably do that off camera and get that back out into the shed also. I try to use my decor in different areas every year, but those white ceramic bunnies are normally used in my kitchen. You'll see here in a minute when I take down my bunnies out of my living room that I had a bunch of gold bunnies this year, and they were super pretty in the living room. So I had white bunnies throughout the kitchen and then some gold bunnies throughout the living room. And as you can see, I don't really have a rhyme or reason of how I pack everything away. The one thing I just try to do is wrap everything up in tissue paper. So what I do is when I buy things throughout the seasons, and you get that really nice paper when they wrap it up at Target or Hobby Lobby, I try to keep that paper, and that's what I wrap my breakable items up with when I go to pack them away. All right, so the last area in my kitchen to work on is here in my coffee bar area. If you're new today, this is one of my favorite areas in my kitchen to decorate. I love decorating this area for all the different seasons. I hadn't always been this way before my YouTube channel that's about 5 years old. I did not have a coffee bar area. Then the more videos I watched on my friends' YouTube channels of them decorating a coffee bar area, the more I thought, okay, I need a coffee bar area. So I have had this little area now for several years, and if you'll stick around to my channel, you'll see that every season I love decorating it. So it's very enjoyable to me. I am all about finding joy in the simple things, and I am an empty nester. I don't have any kids at home anymore. I do have grandkids. It's just Derek and I, so I work real hard at just trying to keep a very simple, easygoing life. And again, just trying to find those little things that bring me joy, and this coffee bar area brings me joy. Okay, I had said when I took down, let's see here, what was our last season? When I took down my Christmas stuff, I guess, I told you guys that I was going to try to do more staples here in the kitchen, and that tray that I took away, that long narrow tray, was going to stay here throughout the year. And guess what? I'm already reneging on that. I just feel like sometimes I can go a little overboard, and that tray was just allowing me to use a lot of decor over here in this area, and sometimes it just felt a little bit too cluttered for me. So I decided, since I was transitioning from spring to summer, I would go ahead and make the change and take that big tray away. And I picked up this 2-tier tray off of Amazon. I love that it was solid black, so it's going to look really good here in the coffee bar area. And it's just going to help me to minimize and not have so much stuff here over in my coffee bar area. And then, of course, I'll hang on to the long tray. And then, like at Christmas time, when I really want to spruce up this area, I can bring it back. I've been really enjoying hot tea here lately, so I picked up this little tea organizer also from Amazon, but I picked up those, the new I picked up the new tea tin from TJ Maxx. I love the floral print on it, and so I picked that up to add to my tea collection. I'm just showing you my little coffee bar area here where I can put all the extra stuff that was on my coffee bar. I can always put it here in this cabinet. But I have a tea basket that's got all my teas in it. And I really, really enjoy this sweet and spicy tea that I get off of Amazon, and the sleepy time tea. Those are my two favorite teas. So I'm going to take a second, organize my teas. I had planned on using that new tea that was in that little tin, and putting them in my new little acrylic holder. However, they're not individually wrapped, so I went ahead and just used the tea I already had to organize in here, and it really just worked out perfectly. And to be honest with you, another reason why I wanted to kind of minimize my coffee bar area, I had a lady tell me in one of my videos last week that my home was just a little bit too cluttered for her. And I understand that. My home, my way of decorating is not for everybody. I'm definitely a maximalist when it comes to my kitchen and my dining room. I love displaying all of my favorite things. I just love that. Again, brings me joy, so I'm going to do it. But I do understand that my way of decorating is not for everyone. And don't get me wrong, I love constructive criticism. When someone brings something to my attention that possibly I haven't seen, I really don't mind that at all. I truly know, or I understood when I started a YouTube channel, that if I'm going to put my home and my everyday life out here on the internet, I am going to have some people that don't agree with me, don't like what I say, don't like what I do, and that is totally understandable. I am a firm believer that we can agree to disagree. And so, believe me, I'm not going to just start being a total minimalist because someone mentioned that I had too much stuff in my house. No way, Jose. Because again, I am definitely a maximalist at heart. I think I get a little bit of that from my Granny Horton. That was my dad's mom, and she had a little bit of everything throughout her house, and it was so lived in and so comfortable. You always felt welcome when you walked in her door, and I just love that. And then I had my Granny Yates, who was just very prim and proper, and she was my mother's mom. Her house was always immaculate. You could eat off of her floors, and I have the fondest memories of going to her beautiful, beautiful home. So I had both of the best of both worlds when it comes to my grandmother's homes and their housekeeping, the way they ran their homes, and it just made me who I am today. It just kind of brings me tears thinking of them because I loved my grannies so, so much. So I do have a little bit of both of them in me, and it just again has made me who I am today. And I just find such joy in keeping a home and just making it warm and welcoming to my family and to my friends. Like I said earlier, I love it that my children still feel home here and they can walk in that door and still call this place home because we raised our kids in our home, and it just truly means the world to us that we were able to do that. Okay, I wish I could say I'm going to add a couple of my favorite coffee mugs, and then this will complete this area. However, I'm known for when I'm decorating to redecorate areas several times before I get it just right. And today is also that case. Once I had this little tea area decorated, I thought, there's something missing here. And so I thought, let me add a little piece of greenery. I'm going to add a little faux plant. I actually just picked this up when I went on vacation with Charlotte and we did some thrifting. This actually came from a little antique store. It's a little faux plant in this sweet little terracotta pot. So I'm going to add this in here. I love adding greenery into the kitchen. It just helps to complete an area. And then when I put that down there, I thought, it's still just not what I want. So then I took this little teacup that I had picked up at a thrift store that I took away from the other area in the kitchen and just set the plant down in this little teacup. And I thought it just add a little extra something that this area really needed. So this will complete my little coffee bar area now. Again, very simple, very minimal, but it does have everything I need for my tea and for my coffee. I filmed this on Mother's Day, and Courtney and the grandkids had given me these beautiful glass straws. So I wanted to display them in this video today. I got so many sweet things for Mother's Day. And I got a Starbucks card. I got a facial and pedicure and manicure. And I also got some cute little flags that go in your house plants. And I'll show you all those in a different video. And now I'm going to take out these tulips and add in these beautiful hydrangeas that I got off of Amazon. I showed you the packet because it doesn't look like there's that many in there, but there are several in there. Such a good deal. I'll link them below. And I'm just going to fluff them up. I think I end up just using 4 in this little picture. And again, we'll just change out these tulips for these beautiful hydrangeas.
If only I had listened for a while, I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go, but when you left I could feel it grow, like a body of water.
Okay, now that we pretty much have all of our Easter decor down in our kitchen and dining room area, we've got it all packed away, and I've got that one tub back out in the shed. Let's move into the living room. I'll show you around just a little bit of how I've got this living room decorated for Easter. Again, just lots of sweet little bunnies. All of the little gold bunnies that you're going to see today actually came from the the bullseye section at Target this year. I was very happy to get my hands on those gold rabbits. I have lots of little gold touches in the living room pretty much throughout the year. So I loved adding the touches of gold into this living room for Easter by way of these little sweet rabbits. I put several on my end tables, and then I have a really nice brown rabbit on the mantle that I think I got from Hobby Lobby this year. So I did pick up a few new rabbits this year. I have so many. This little wicker rabbit came from Target a few years back, and I try to use him pretty much every Easter. He's a staple here when it comes to decorating for Easter here in the house. Those little black birds are just my little friendship birds that I've had for several years. My friend Jeannie, my friend Ashley, my friend Michelle, they all have YouTube channels here, and I'll link all of their channels below. But those are our little black friendship birds. This little cement rabbit that you see here came from Target. He's new this year. I did pick up several last year and then picked up several more this year. I only used this one cement rabbit inside the house. The other ones I used out on my porches, and they are just adorable. I think I saw them on sale the other day, so I'll try to link everything I can down below, guys. But those little cement rabbits are adorable, and they're just very neutral, so you can put them inside your house or outside. All right, now that I've taken down all of my bunnies, all of my Easter decor, let's have a little look around the house. If you're still with me, I greatly appreciate you hanging out to the end. If you're new, please don't leave today without introducing yourself to us in the comment section, maybe your name, where you're from. We'd all love to hear from you guys. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. We are well on our way to our next goal of 17,000 subscribers. That is so, so hard to believe. You guys are just the best around here, and I greatly appreciate you. I hope I motivated you today to maybe get in your home and take down your Easter decor, or maybe just clean a little bit, declutter a little bit to get your home ready for summer decorating. I'll be doing some strawberry themed home decor in my home this year for summer, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I've planned to do in my kitchen this year and just in my home this year for summer. Thanks again for hanging around to the end, friends, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.